Anytime there's a Nova, you know my heart sinks.
I'm not nicknaming Nova Joe.
We don't care if there's a motor.
Boom, chocolate.
We don't care if there's a transmission. We just don't care because we're going to swap that out anyway.
It's the perfect car for what fixing needs.
Exactly. It's not too nice. I would feel bad about cutting it up.
Woo!
Yeah, I sent Shag and Amanda out for some parts, and they didn't bring that back, but they brought this back. What a cream puff, man.
Is it Slim Thug ride looking, or is it?
Yo, it's Slim Thug, all right.
Hi, Papa.
This car's gonna be so bad. Transmission tearing up, drive shaft wrecking. It's gonna be the nasty Nova, son.
Nice.
Like it?
Yeah. Sounds pretty tame.
You shouldn't have said that.
I'm Joe Martin. I've been building cars and bikes since I was just a little kid. My team hunts down rusted wrecks.
Let's get to work, man. Come on.
We knock out the ugly and put in the cool. And turn these buckets of rust into street art. This is Iron Resurrection.
I mean, we can get lost up in here.
Yeah, we
and then
can.
we might also
That's a scary thought.
catch buckshot. We are in Maynard, Texas.
Pretty rural out here.
Yeah, that's right. You don't know where that's at.
No,
It's eclectic.
that thing looks like it was on fire. Maynard.
Maynard.
They may have filmed Texas Chainsaw Massacre out here.
Way out here, man. Way out here. So how did we meet this guy?
Okay, so this guy's name is Dave, and he contacted us via email, and he is needing to sell some stuff.
Oh, okay.
He's got like a bunch of cars.
So he emailed you. You didn't come across like an ad or anything.
No,
he just emailed
he
you.
reached out to
okay.
us.
Oh, even better.
Yeah.
My name's Dave, and I collect classic cars. And
Nice to
you're
meet
Amanda?
you. I'm Amanda, yeah.
Big fan, big fan.
Oh, thank
Jack,
you.
Jack, yeah.
Let's start with the inside first.
Look at all the Fords in this place.
This is the 62 Fairlane.
We walk into the shop, and man,
I mean, it's obvious. He has a bit of a Ford fetish.
I got another Ford over here, my Falcon. That's a drag car. But I blew the motor up, you know.
apparently he likes to go fast.
Yeah.
This is a 63 Galaxy. I had a 390 in it, but I blew it up.
We're in Ford Town, USA. It's the address on the map that's written in blue. So we had to go out to the uncovered cars under the live oak,
Don't mind the bullet hole. I mean, I didn't do that.
which isn't always a good sign.
No, it's not.
But there was one covered. Look at the shoes sticking out.
Oh,
Let's
man.
peel this thing back.
Yeah, let's
now
check
you
it
got me
out.
all excited.
Well, you know.
Now I'm thinking it's out of our price range.
Oh,
Oh,
no.
wait a minute.
Hold on.
See, look, it's already ready for an engine.
And he peels it back, and we got a 65 Chevy too. Oh, look at this, man.
We don't care if there's a motor. We don't care if there's a transmission. We just don't care because we're going to swap that out anyway.
Came from Washington State and sat in a garage for about 20 years.
Washington State.
Yeah, there's very little rust on it. It's a solid car.
There's areas you gotta look immediately where there's normally like water buildup and rusty holes. It's not that holy on the inside, which is shocking.
It's pretty solid floor.
Well, the quarter panel had some
But on the outside, there's a little
but
bit.
that's normal for those cars.
Just needs a little love.
As weird as it looks, it's in great condition.
I got all the chrome, the bumpers, the trim.
It's a great car. We know Joe's gonna like it, but it comes down to the whole package.
Wow.
You might be interested in this.
When the price is right, you buy.
And that's the package I'm talking about.
What do you think? Let's talk turkey.
We starting on my end?
Yeah.
That's fine.
Yeah.
With your distaste of Chevys
Oh,
and your blue blood,
you hurt me.
I'll give you $1,000.
Oh, man, you're killing me. No, I was thinking more like 3.
Were you?
Yeah.
Are we looking at the same car?
Hold on. Let me walk you over here.
It's over now, dude.
But,
Look. I mean, look at all this. Do you see this?
oh, no, I didn't see that.
You know, with these recent discoveries
Yeah?
that my counterpart has found,
Yeah.
I mean, right here, this footprint, this is a Ford waiting to happen. Let me get this Chevy out of your way for $2,000.
You know, I really hate to get rid of it, but...
Really?
I don't buy it.
But
No.
you know, I'll tell you what.
2,000?
We'll make a deal, brother.
All
We'll make
right.
a deal. That's cool. That's cool.
I think we got a hell of a deal.
Wait to get this package,
I
Joe.
am so excited.
Yeah.
He is going to love it.
It's one thing when Joe knows we're going to go pick something up.
Yeah.
Joe's not expecting this.
Can't wait to show Joe.
What's this, man?
This is Christmas.
Whose is this?
It's yours, babe.
Unless you don't want it. Unless you don't want it.
I knew Shag and Amanda were out looking for cars, but I didn't expect them to find this.
We bought this for the price of the rims.
Really, what'd you guys pay?
2 G's.
Really?
Yeah.
He was ready to move it.
Damn, that's a deal there. Mike, these right up our alley, boy.
Oh, I'm seeing tubs, cage, giant motor, right?
Yes, sir.
And we can throw down on this thing.
Novas really have a special place in my heart. The first one I did, I was young, I loved that car and learned a lot of things with that car. Anytime there's a Nova comes in the picture, you know, my heart starts. What do you think, KW? You ready to get down on it?
Shoot, I'm always ready to get down.
Well, man, let's unload it.
Y'all are good. Go for it.
Take the bumper off. Perfect. Well, really, the Nova came along when Ford came out with the Falcon, basically an economy car at the time. GM saw competition with that car, so they came up with their own version, which was the Chevy 2. But even officially called the Nova yet. But now you fast forward, the body lines in that car are really cool. You know, we want to get some tire underneath it. You know, with the tire, you got to do a nice frame, because these cars really had no frame. But we want to put a roll cage in the car once we put the frame in, just to keep the twisting down and just keep everything nice and rigid. And with that, we want to put a big motor in there. You know, we're going to do some kind of a stroked LS Pro Charger, possibly. But we want to get big power, because the car's lightweight, it's going to be very strong. We want to get the bumpers kind of cleaned up, bring them in a little bit, smooth all the trim off the car. You know, come up with a cool color, Justin and Aaron do some cool interior work. Just want to make a streamlined, modern, street fighting Nova.
Let's scrap it, Joe.
You ready?
The car's gonna be a fighter, Joe. It's gonna be a fighter.
Already? You just started like 3 minutes ago.
I'm good for 15 rounds.
All right.
Come on, Brian. Come on.
That's all 120 pounds. I got it left.
This is one of the critical areas on these cars. These little weep holes, a lot of times they get clogged up. And then when that water can't dry out and stays there, it just rots the bottom of the door out. So you can look at this car. Man, that stuff's solid.
Got it? Yep.
Rat nest.
Quit it, man.
Rat nest, man. Yeah, most of them live under the seat. This guy's, he's moving on up, boy. He's got an apartment up in the sky here. Ah! Man, this car's coming along really well. Van's good, thick metal. We've only been on it about 2 hours, and we got it totally gutted.
All right, boys. Here we go.
Next thing we're gonna do is get it on the lift, and we're gonna pull the front clip off. Oh, that's perfect. Boy, man. Right in the hole.
I've done that before.
This car's had a front strut system that just basically bolted to the firewall. Here we go.
You have 4 bolts on each side and a couple up top, and it holds the entire front of the car off.
And what it did was put a lot of pressure on this firewall. So these cars going down the road, going over railroad tracks, you know, dips or bumps, they would just cause a lot of distortion in the metal, and the gaps would get bad, you get fracturing in the posts, torsional flex and distortion.
It's just not cool, man.
Period.
Kaboom, the chakalaka.
So we're gonna throw it away, and we're gonna build our own frame for the car.
Yes, you will.
We're gonna just eliminate all this stuff and get it out of the way.
Do we cut them?
Cut him, Mike. We got time for games. When we get done with this car, it'll be full frame. It'll be very stout. This is cherry under here, Mike.
Yeah. Shag and Amanda did very good picking this car up.
Man, look how nice these rockers are, man. I can't believe that.
Yeah, that's pretty impressive.
I mean, there's not even surface rust, really.
We have a long road ahead of us, but it's going to be a good one.
Hey, man, this car was a good find for the money, I'll tell you that.
It's the perfect car for what you're fixing next.
Exactly. It's not too nice.
Yeah.
But we feel bad about cutting it up. Woo! There we go. Today we got a column from Texas Green Blast into Blast the Nova. See what's underneath all this ratty ass paint. It's always nerve-wracking when you're to the sandblasting phase or stripping phase of the car because you don't know what's underneath. You know, you hope you make the right call on the car by looking it over really well, but we've seen some artists hide some bad, crappy work underneath a lot of Bondo. It's kind of a gamble, really. You spend money on this car, and then you're spending a lot of money getting it blasted.
So we had good thick Bondo down here.
Somebody just caved it and paved it, man, you know?
Right. Other side's a little bit worse.
This was the
This
scary
side's not
side.
the pretty side.
We had spots, you know, obviously you can see the holes in it. Yeah, we knew we had that. So we knew going in that we were going to have trouble there. Just cut that out right there.
We've certainly dealt with a lot worse.
But it's to be expected. And considering all that, I'm really happy with how it turned out. I'll take that any day over rotted out rockers.
Absolutely.
Now that we got the Chevy 2 blasted, it's in bare metal, so we need to get some sealer on it to protect it.
We're gonna go to Kerrville to see Ed's collection of cars, but more importantly, the Nova that he has to part out. Which I'm hoping it's in great shape. I mean, we're in Texas. It's sitting outside, not a big deal.
You know what? It's not a big deal for a certain number of years.
Yeah.
If there's a live oak growing through the metal, it's gonna.
It's a no-go.
It's a little, yeah.
Amanda said they're looking for parts for a 65 Chevy 2. I've got a 62, so that's like the same body style, same trim package.
Is that the one we're here to look at? I didn't think that was the one he was going to show us.
Yeah, but it's got like a lot of the original trim.
We didn't think much of the 62.
And there's hardware.
There's layers to a Nova. And there may be something close to the core of that Nova that we could use.
That we didn't see.
But I don't know what it is.
I don't either.
So y'all aren't interested in this?
You know, we're going to have to pass.
Well, it was shot. I mean, I could leave you here, but I got some other stuff.
The 62 was just the lure in.
It was.
Now he's really going to try to
I have exactly what you're looking
close
for.
the deal.
But I think you want to buy this.
So you're going to really like it, and I know Joe's really going to like it.
I can already see from the shape of the tail lights.
It's 66 SS, 2-door hardtop, real deal.
I mean, I can already tell you we can't afford this.
Okay, I'm going to tell you.
Zero rust in the window seal here.
You won't find rust anywhere.
I think Ed was trying to play a strip tease with me. It was like uncover a little bit.
This is
Oh my God,
1,000. Every roll's 1,000.
Tease a little bit more. Like, come on, man.
There you go. Man, check this baby out.
No. But look at that interior.
If you look, it's not faded, so it's been inside. And it's got a 12-bolt rear end. And I've never seen one with it original.
All original?
All original. I ain't even gonna pump it. Look at that.
Damn sure didn't pump it.
That sounds good.
You could easily drive it like this or take it on another level.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's talk about this over here.
All right, man.
We just got a little 65 Nova on the lift, and now's the day we're gonna put it on our frame table, get everything center lined up, and we start gutting this thing. Under the firewall, everything's gonna come out.
Dead center 15 inches.
We're gonna cut the entire floor out and build a full frame for it.
Is that good?
Yeah.
So the key thing is just to center line the car up. Okay, need to go that way, about a half inch. Once everything's lined up on that table and you start measuring, I mean, that table's not gonna lie to you.
He ain't heavy enough.
You got no lead in his ass?
Yeah, he got an unleaded ass.
Man, that's pretty square there. You know, if we constantly keep it center line on the table, everything's gonna be perfectly square in that car.
Oh, we're too low on the side of that
Just
way?
barely.
All right, let me do a quick check here.
Well, you know, Mikey comes from construction, you know, concrete, piers, everything's right on.
I'm gonna check his eyes all day long. Watch this.
Even when I say, oh yeah, that's it, that's pretty damn close, Mikey's like, he wants to check it.
About a quarter, maybe 3/8.
I hate him. It's 3/8. Joe's got like an eagle eye, you know what I mean?
Quarter or 3/8 looks like.
Yeah.
But I think he kind of secretly loved for it to be off a little bit. You know?
Right now I'm about to cut some square tubing. Since we're cutting all the floor out, we don't want the car to go all crazy, so we need to brace it up.
We'll put a couple of cross braces in here and we'll X brace it. We're gonna take the entire floor out of this thing, so we just wanna make sure the body don't take off on us.
These are the mounting points for the new front stub we're going to use. We had this IFS for a Nova, and you know the geometry is already built in, so it's designed for somebody in their garage to take the front clip off their car and retrofit it. These are the factory mounting locations for the frame stub, and basically we're going to raise the ride height to 2 inches.
It's what you call instant drop.
I'll go ahead and bolt it in place. So basically we just started with that because that work's already done. It's a lot stronger and just better geometry than the stock stuff that was on those Novas. That's all we need right there. So we'll tie into that, put our rails onto it, and here we have a full frame. Can't believe they hung a whole front clip and motor and trans off this thing from the factory.
Your entire life depended on this right here.
Man, look at this.
Chevy 2 SS. Great condition.
Running, driving, inspected, registered. I don't think we've ever bought anything this
I
nice.
mean, my first thing was like, oh, that's cool. And way expensive.
Here's my hesitation. We were sent for parts,
Look, I want to pull in with this on the trailer and surprise Joe.
Okay.
But I want part of that surprise to be the price.
The price. Well, you know, I'm going to work with you guys. Well, what would this be worth?
I think 18. I think 18,000.
Okay.
Realistic.
That's not going to work, but well, I mean, what about like around 25?
Oh man,
It's probably still a little steep.
that's steep. So what about 20? I know it's quite a bit, but still.
So
I just
if
feel
you
like-
guys will throw me something in, you know, where I can have, like, I've got my race car that needs a few things.
Yeah, if there's, I know how you guys like to trade the little jobs here and
Yes.
there, and I'm sure that Joe would be fair. And so if there's something that we could do for you, but
Yeah.
the
Okay.
thing that I want is a ride in the Chevelle.
Okay. I'll do the 20. Okay. And I'll give you the right.
Yeah, okay. So Ed had this cherry Chevelle that he's been working on.
It's literally the original LS6, but I just built it my way. Right now, it's probably around 550 to 560 horse.
Man,
So
that's
it's
a
more.
beast.
This thing is a beast.
It is. Seatbelts are right there.
I have a feeling I'm gonna need it. Nice.
Like it?
Yeah. Sounds pretty tame.
Okay. You shouldn't have said that. All right. Well, so you ready?
All right.
I'll wait till I'm straight.
Okay. Oh my God, that is fast. That is a lot faster than I expected. It purrs like a kitten and roars like a lion.
We're boxed and triangulated, so now we can get it locked down to the frame table. All right, here we go.
We got the guys bracing the Nova up on the table. 5 3/4.
I'm welded on, brother.
So basically, this is going to be the ride out. This simulates the street right here. This is where the tires are going to be. So we actually put a little built-in rake in it. And these rockers, the pinch welds are pretty square. So we'll measure those to the table and get a close idea. And it gets it close enough to where once the car's all set up, we can tune the chassis with the coilovers and get everything dialed in. But we're to about a 32nd of an inch, so we're pretty close. Need a couple more? You know, you get inconsistencies in the body. So we just use the strap, pull it. And so when we're done with it, it'll be perfectly straight. You like it any better than that? Weld it up, huh? Weld it up. We got our Nova tied to the frame table, and everything's centered up, everything tied down. So now what we'll start doing is cutting the floor out. We found a lot of times when you retrofit a stock floor and you're making room for exhaust, you're making room for 4-lane, big wheels and tubs and everything, you do so much work, you almost do twice the amount of work to retrofit a stock floor, when in the end you can cut it away and you start with fresh flat floors, fab up all new stuff. Everything's uniform. It's easier for the interior guys, and you get your exhaust up in there. And you have all kinds of room to tuck everything up, and the floor's not going to be dragging the ground when the car's going down the road nice and low.
You put the deluxe on
We'll
that
put the
one.
chop suey on it, brother. It's a shame we buy a car and that's all we got left that we really need.
You deboned it.
We deboned it, brother. Yeah. We damn sure did. Progress is coming along really well in the Nova. We got our floors and firewall out. So now what we'll do is build our frame rails and we can start putting the new floors in. Alright, here you go. You figuring out a little cutty dude?
Yeah, I guess the first thing we need to do is take these things off.
Now that we got our IFS kit in place here, these pads right here were to bolt to the factory location on the firewall, so it's a bolt-on kit. So what we're going to do is we're going to actually tie our frame rails into it. We'll cut these off, and these will join into our new rails.
It's crazy to think we can build this entire car off of this clip hanging in midair right here, right?
I like it. Yeah. Yeah, I'll drive it.
It's in, dog. I'm waiting on you. The new tubing we've chosen to use for this car is a 2x3 square tubing with a very thick wall on it, so it'll be very, very sturdy. Everything we tie to it will be the same wall thickness. So when it's all said and done, it'll be a real strong frame. Now that we've got the front clip locked in place where we want it, now's the time we'll start tying our frame rails to it. We'll get them located exactly where we want them, get them tied down, and we'll build it all the way to the back.
Man, that's a huckleberry there, boy. Plenty of room for the drive shaft, mufflers.
You can have yourself a party right here, Jose.
Yes, sir. Man, what is this, man?
I'm assuming it's your car, Joe.
I wish.
He can never have enough nobody.
What's going on here?
One of two things is about to happen.
Joe, you know exactly what that is.
You're either about to fire me too, or you're gonna get real excited.
You guys are bamboozling me.
This is your car.
The car we went to look at Ed's was
Wait a
not
minute.
even.
So the car we
This is
looked
my
at
car?
was bad.
Yeah.
This is your car.
Well, yeah, I sent Shag and Amanda out for some parts, and they didn't bring that back, but they brought this back.
The parts car was a piece of poo.
You don't have to explain, but man, I love this generation Nova. 66 and 7, and they're just getting really hard to come by. I don't even want to ask what we paid.
We got it for a great price. We paid $20,000.
Oh my God, the car is just in really good shape. There's not an ounce of rust in the car. What a cream puff, man! With the Gen 2, the styling was super cool, and they were going into that muscle car era. Wow, it's a real SS too. 66 and 7, you had the option of running a V8 in there with the SS. That's when they gained popularity with the racers. Man, I can't believe this car.
I'm gonna nickname him Nova Joe.
Wow. Easy.
Wow. Really, I mean, we could just do a little update with this car. Try and see if we can turn it and make a little money on it.
We got some dents we're trying to get out before we cut this panel out. I have a lot of artwork going on here, and it just helps me know where the dents are. I'll put a straight edge against something. When you got it up against something straight, there's no air gaps, but when you got it here, you'll have a gap. And so I'll start where the gap starts, and I'll make a line all through that dent, and basically you'll get a pattern like this. So I've stopped here, here, here. So I've made it. There's a dent that I've found right here, and then now I can see it.
Got our Ford 9-inch rear end housing. Get ready to put it in the Nova.
That's about 70 pounds, maybe. Hey, Dave. I'm gonna need you over here for a minute, brother. What's your name? He ain't even playing. You'll be on this side? Yeah, gotta go down a little. I'm gonna hand it to you. Okay. I'm a little low, though, huh? A little low. I'm a little low today. That's what they say. I'm gonna get Dave over here and see if he wants to play.
Dave's the pinion angle master. He's the chassis tuner.
Let's bring the car down.
Dave likes it low.
All right, coming at you.
All right. We got our laser out. Got the car up on the lift, and we're finding our center line on the frame table here.
You see that mark?
Yep.
Put it on that mark, brother.
All right. And we're actually going to line up the pinion bolt right there in the yoke of the rear end and get that rear end perfectly centered. That'll give us a baseline to start getting our mounting bracketry set up.
No, we gotta go that way, brother.
Bastard. Son of a bitch.
Keep cussing it, because it's getting closer. You know what he asked me the other day, Dave?
What's that?
He says, Monster, you the kind of person you think the more you cuss, the better it's gonna get? I said, it's worked for me so far. That's what he said.
How's that pinion look, Link?
Man, you're on, Jose. Quit it, man.
All right.
Don't touch it.
Definitely a struggle getting it lined up. And it's real critical. Even though you have a lot of adjustment on the rear end, you go forward, side to side, back, with all the hind joints on the foreleg, but you want to start off with a perfectly centered, zeroed out as we can possibly do. Right there, man. Right there, man. So we know we're going to 1.5 inches. Man, we got plenty on that. We're obviously fitting a big tire in here, and we're on plenty of clearance, plenty of room for this tire to travel in here at whatever ride height.
You go up 2 inches, you got 3 inches of
Which is plenty
plate
with
here.
this coilovers here. That's plenty.
Dang, that's a big tire.
And that is bad as a bone.
I'm excited, dog. This car's gonna be so bad.
Yeah.
Transmission tearing up, drive shaft wrecking, axle breaking. It's gonna be the nasty Nova, son. Something like that.
Yep.
I get to turn the wheel up. It's cooking hot now, boy.
We're making good progress on the little Chevy 2. Brandon's been plugging away on it. We got the rear end set up, got the C-notch, got the 4-link, all the shocks and everything. So now we're going to kind of move forward here. So next step is we're going to put the motor in. Look what I got. Bruce, you got all the goodies, man.
Oh, he's got your goodies, don't he?
Look at this jewel, man. What I have here is my stroked LS and LS3 head, sported and polished. About to get it in the car.
Well, now, what size is this motor now?
It's a 6.0 with the stroker. It makes it a 416.
For that little... No.
It's 8.5 to 1 because we're putting the Pro Charger on it. We can bump the boost way up on it.
So the horsepower's going to be...
Whatever we want it to be.
670, 700 probably. I see you grinning.
Minimum.
Minimum 700.
Yeah. The 66 and 67 Generation 2 Nova are on fire, really. I mean, a lot of these things are bringing top dollar. It's a little better styling than the Gen 1 cars, and they're just less numbers. So now it's just bringing the dollar up on these cars. And then when you can find one this solid, and we get a chance, we can buy it for a decent number. We want to get it in, make a few changes to it, and turn a little profit on it. So we're going to drop it down a little bit. We're going to update the front brakes, get the car steering a little bit better. Just needs a little bit of an attitude adjustment. All the parts in the back, Aiden, I guess we'll tear the front end down. Aiden's the youngest guy in the shop, and we'll put the drop spindles on. We'll see about the springs. We'll see how low it sits. He's got a mechanical mindset. He picks up stuff easy. So I thought the 66 Nova is going to be just right for him. See how Novas, man, that's what went bad. These little subframe pieces here, that's pretty much supports the whole body, you know? So when you see a car that's clean, man, they're like gold for it. It's like gold.
I'm surprised you don't want to keep it.
You know, you want to keep them on, brother, but sometimes you can't. You know? All right, we'll tear it down, Ed. Okay. Let's freshen it all up, brother.
Hey, y'all looking for my dad? I think he's back here near his barbecue pit. Hey, what's going on?
Oh, there he is. You need some help?
I will later on. How you doing?
Good.
How you doing, man? How you doing?
Steve Boyardee.
Grilling it up back here, Steve?
Well, if you look around, there's calves, there's chickens.
Oh, God,
there's...
no.
So what are you throwing down, man? Sometimes they're here, sometimes they're not.
Don't turn me into a vegetarian right here, right now.
No, we're going to do a couple briskets later on, so.
Gotcha.
So what are y'all working on?
We got another Nova in the shop this year. So,
What year?
65. We need a pedal assembly.
I got a 63, but they're all interchangeable.
Yep.
You want to take a look at it?
Yeah.
Please say it's in the shade.
It is. It'll be under the dash where you can be pulling it out later on.
It's 112 today in the shade.
In the shade.
Yeah, come on back over here. Watch your step.
Why is the stuff we always need tucked into the snake haven?
The depths of the hottest,
Oh my
most
gosh.
area.
Take a look at this. Is that what y'all looking for?
Is this the only one you have?
Yes. I only had the right one for y'all.
So what would you charge us? What are we
They're
talking
going for
about?
about $140 on eBay, and I would never do that to y'all. You know, 130. No, if y'all are interested, probably $25, and I'll have somebody pull it for you.
25 and you'll have someone pull it.
But it's kind of towards the end of the day. I'd have to run it to y'all and get it to y'all later. Is that all right?
That sounds amazing.
You got it, Steve.
It worked out pretty good. I give them a heck of a deal, get the parts delivered to them later, and everybody's happy.
Oh my gosh.
Well, that's some watermelon.
And he busts out this ice cold, fresh, juicy.
Fresh. Picked it yesterday from Luling.
Oh yeah.
Good fresh. This is out of the field yesterday. And I told him a field, but I think it was growing on the back of a septic tank.
Man, this tastes fresh. This is juicy.
This is delicious.
Should be good and juicy.
It's a little chunk of paradise out here, Steve.
It's like one of those things, like law don't go around here, law dog.
So once I get the motor and transmission in place, it's going to determine where the rest of the floor is going to go. It's going to determine where the firewall goes. It's going to determine the exhaust, the radiator, all these things, front clip, everything's going to base off of the placement of that motor.
Man, we're putting a lot of motor in a small hole, Joe.
So once I get that in place, I can make some really big gains on this car.
I know it's so steady.
We've got the motor sitting in this place. We just want to make sure we get everything under the hood.
Man, let's don't cheat ourselves. The intercooler, the radiator, those fans.
Yeah.
I want to go back with this if we can.
So it's just a small engine bay on this car, and the real estate's tight. You know the too, like it's like a drag car to move everything back, columns, seats. You'll be sitting back here just having.
I mean, you'd be looking out the wing window.
Right.
I like it.
If you put curbside on the top, it'll kind of push that. Flip it around and just knock the hell out of it. There you go.
I got the wheel and tire off the 66 Nova, and now I just need to swap out the drop spindles. The drop spindles basically just lower the car 2 inches by moving the geometry of the spindle up so that the wheel sits a little further tucked up in the car. We're starting off by just the drop spindles to see how low the car sits, if Joe likes that ride height, but if not, we'll cut a coil.
Oh, you're going to be cutting coils. I can already tell you Joe ain't going to like that.
What do you think, Dave? Come down anymore?
Joe likes them real low.
Damn, Aiden. Doesn't even look like it moved it, does it?
Definitely not enough. We did 2 inches, he said he could barely even tell.
Full coil, huh, Dave?
I probably would.
So we're gonna do another 2 inches.
And once we kind of get it relaxed up, I can order the wheels.
Hopefully after the next round of lowering, Joe will like it a little bit better. It's got a little oil canning going on. Just wonky.
Does that thing fighting you, Brandon?
Yeah, we've got a lot of oil canning going on there. There's a lot of floppy, flimsy metal there that I don't like. I'm sure you don't either.
Yeah, that thing got stretched bad, boy.
We were originally going to start with plan A, cut it down here.
You want to cut more?
Get up into the solid stuff.
Yeah, that sucks, man. You got all that looking good. That turned out pretty good, man.
I know. Several hours on that. So that's what we're going with, plan B. Now it's cutting time.
Hey, Pompey, we built your ride.
We got a new ride for you.
We built your ride, Pompey.
Is it Slim Thug ride looking or is it...
Yo, it's Slim Thug, all right. You know, Justin built this cool little go-kart here with this little cooler stuff on it. And Joe decided it'd be perfect for the Pampa.
What do you think, Pop? Cool. Where's the gas move? That's here, man. On the right.
Well, I don't know if Papa's ever drove a go-kart or not. But all he's got to do is steer it, stop it, and give it gas. So surely he can do that.
Yeah, there you go, Papa. Look at that.
First thing I thought Pump was going to turn it over and hurt himself.
Where it does brakes?
No, he wasn't real smooth, but he got around the driveway on it.
Come on, throw it up. Break you some room, Jack. Oh, slide it, Papa. Slide it, Papa.
Papa, you close, son.
Cage in the 65 Nova. 12-point cage. It's going to be chrome moly tubing, 1 5/8.
Hit the button, Joe. Let's go.
Very light, very strong.
97. So your ass starts tightening up just a little bit.
There's many reasons for putting a cage in this Nova. You know, we want it to not flex. We want it to be very stable.
Hopefully we got that right.
And, you know, it looks cool and just makes the car safe. Oh, man.
That's bad. Boom, brother. I mean, I ain't gonna say we ain't missed one yet, but we ain't missed one yet.
Don't say that.
I know.
Well, this is the, what do you call this bar? Like the Halo bar? What do you call it?
The headache rack, dog. Yeah, the Halo
headache bar. We left it long so we can trim it. And actually on this quarter window right here, I want to put the cage just perfectly in line with it. So it's kind of camouflaged somewhat. I mean, the cages look cool, but I can't stand when you see a cage when the cage is all out of proportion with the glass. Looks terrible. It looks cool when you tuck them up in there a little bit. So once this main piece is done, we'll base all the rest of the cage off of it. It definitely makes it nice when you build these roll cages when the car is all cut out, no floors, you know, just a bare frame, because, you know, a lot of times we add a cage to a car with full interior. You got to work around all that stuff. So this is definitely the way to go.
Just waiting on some tubing. Joe's actually making one of the, is that what that is right there? Is that, you send him after something? You ain't even got time to go get you a drink, you know what I mean? So if he comes back and it fits like that.
So we're mocking it up.
Is it still straight?
Oh, yeah. So just kind of tack everything together. And at that point, when we feel like everything's fitting really well, we'll finish welding it, and the cage is finished. I feel really good about the 66 Nova, and he pulled apart the shock tower, pull the coil out of there. So by cutting the coil, obviously we're going to bring the car down just a little bit.
Basically what I have here is a loaded hand grenade. When you're working with front suspension, the front coils on a car, you gotta compress them, and they're super dangerous because they come off with enough force to take body parts off. I think it hurt a little bit. Actually, it probably wouldn't hurt at all. Depends on where it hits. I've seen these things fly across the 15-bay shop, so. Getting the calipers put on the 66 Nova, disc brakes is a big upgrade for this car, so I should be able to stop good now with all this power.
This is a nice little car. It's an honest car. It's not a mess. It's got a nice clean body. It's never been wrecked. It's a good running car. It stops really nice, and it's just an honest car. That you don't find these that often anymore. We're starting to get all the details wrapped up on this car. We got a new radiator, got the wiring fixed up. Dave and Aiden been thrashing on it, and now it's time to clean it up, see if we can find a buyer. We're making really great progress on this Nova. Brandon got the quarter panel cut and fit on here. We got the frame pretty much finished up. We got one of the wheel tubs in, and pretty much from that point on, we can skin the floor and seal everything up, move on to the transmission tunnel, and then ultimately get the front clip on the car. We got to finish our firewall, and a lot of this sheet metal work will be finished up. Yeah, so we cut the original tubs out of the car. So obviously they were only made to house a real skinny wheel in there, so we got to add this much meat to accommodate the tire. All right, Brian, you want to test this thing out?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I'll jump in there. Damn, that's pretty good there.
Yeah, we're touching all the way around inside.
Oh, man, that's perfect, man. Let me tack it in place. Brian and I are building the wheel tubs for the 65 Chevy 2. Brian's helping me out with some of the metal work. He's Caleb's brother, and they're both super talented guys, and so it's, you know, Brian came from a body shop background, kind of like Caleb, but I like the guys to learn some metal work too, and just kind of broaden their horizons and their fabrication skills. When we tack it down to the table, we'll get all that set up. It's kind of fun to bring these guys in and groom them. Pull that out of there, and I'm gonna cut the tub back out. Let's go over to the table and weld them up, watch them develop.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
I like new stuff, Jim.
Yeah. I like new stuff.
Well, we have our new fenders here for little Nova here. So what we're going to do here, we're going to go ahead and put the core support on, hang the front fenders on, and check clearance in the front.
Yeah, we're getting the front clip mocked up here. And one of the main concerns is we got a lot of stuff to fit in front of this motor. We got the intercooler, the radiator, electric fans. So we want to do a mock-up and make sure everything's going to be okay.
Well, only one way to find out.
You know, getting that to fit's going to be the tricky thing. And we hope it doesn't bite us in the ass.
All right, come on with it, Jose. We might as well find out now, brother.
Let's see.
There we go. Hold on, Joe. Let me tell you something. We need about 13 inches. You see?
Oh, damn.
We need 13.
Damn, so that ain't going to fit.
We'll have to start cutting some structural wood. That's what I'm saying. How much room do we have here?
With these old cars, there's no room in front of that core support. I mean, it's the grill and the core support. It's kind of a bum deal. When we moved the motor back, we knew we went back almost 5 inches. We still don't have enough room, so it's going to be kind of back to the drawing board.
I mean, it looks like we got a lot of room, but once you put all the...
No, Mike. It don't look like we have any room at all.
we're short a couple of inches. We've got some stuff to figure out before we can move forward.
We got to do something crazy.
The ride's smooth. I mean,
Really smooth, man.
I feel like we could just take off and go to California right now. I have a gypsy soul.
Who's gonna watch our dogs and all the cats and stuff? Somebody's gotta herd those cats.
They're kittens. It's turkey kittens.
Where we did a wheel change, all new suspension in the front,
Right?
disc brake conversion. Did a tune up,
Clean the whole engine compartment.
knocked the dust off it,
And drive it.
and drive
That's the
it.
most important thing. These cars have to be driven.
I like the driving part.
That's my favorite part.
Yeah, mine too.
Joe had a customer in mind the minute we brought it back. What's up, man?
What's up, Shaq?
That's Mark. Mark's always down for a badass American hot rod. Perfect timing.
Yes, sir.
They're gonna be here any minute.
Well, I heard Joe had a pretty awesome Nova for sale. I've always wanted one. Oh, yeah.
Is that good looking enough for you?
Yeah, that's the spot right there, buddy. He wasn't lying. Sounds good, stance is good, color's good.
I gotta say, that was fun.
Man, when they come up in it, it just threw me back.
What's going on, Mark?
How are you, bud?
Hey, doing good, brother, doing good.
Boy, you didn't lie there.
Yeah, it's 383 crate motor, 5-speed, close to 500 horsepower.
Aluminum heads.
Aluminum heads, a nice little mild cam in it.
Glad they left it old school.
Mm-hmm.
Well, what I like is it has that old school look, but yet it has some of the new things inside of it.
That's right.
We call them sleepers. Oh, man. That's got the sound.
Can't beat that sound, huh?
You don't have to give it gas either. It just sits there and low.
Yeah, it does, yeah.
Novas have always appealed to me, but to run across the right one that kind of tickles you in the right way, that's what you wish for. And when I saw it come around the corner, I knew. I'm like, man, that's it right there. Well, I like the car. That's what I've been looking for. But where do we think we are on it?
I personally think we should start around 40. But with you being a friend and all, that's a Joe call.
Well, where would you be comfortable at, you think, Mark?
I'd be in the ball game at 32.5. That way it gives me a little opportunity to tub it out. You know,
Now we're talking.
I just bought that car right there a week ago.
A week ago.
What's going to happen is this one's going to go up for sale, and I'm just going to take the money and roll it over into this car and probably do some upgrades, like maybe tubbing it out and doing some things like that to give it a little bit more hot rod look.
Well, appreciate it, brother.
Thank
Yes,
you.
sir. Thank you.
We had him on a handshake if he sells the Corvette.
Yeah, that Corvette should be pretty easy to sell.
Well, guess what?
For real?
Mark called me, and this Friday, the buyer's coming to buy the Corvette. And so I asked him, I'm like, does that mean you still want the Nova? And he said, you know what the offer, and it's on the table.
That is a contract in Texas.
Heck yeah. So it's sold.
That's sweet.
Your medallion, let it, when you saw it, you seen them?
All right.
You put the cha-cha-cha, you know what I mean? You saw. We'll have a cocktail, Joe.
What kind of cocktail am I got? Nova Rita?
Hey, that's pretty good, Joe. Say it again.
That was bad. I'm sorry.
Say it again. A Nova Rita? A Nova Rita. I like it. I'm gonna order one of those.
Today, we're talking about the 66 Nova All-Blooded dog. That's alignment issues.
For the record, don't put that on there. My woman will chuck my arm on.
बोलिए नाथों की नाथ की भैया चतुरा भोले के हावे ये मुख्य
I'm not nicknaming him Nova Joe.
We don't care if there's a motor.
Kaboom, chakalaka.
We don't care if there's a transmission. We just don't care because we're going to swap that out anyway.
It's the perfect car for what you're fixing to do.
Exactly. It's not too nice. I would feel bad about cutting it up. Yeah, I sent Shag and Amanda out for some parts, and they didn't bring that back, but they brought this back. What a cream puff, man.
Is it Slim Thug right looking, or is it?
Yo, it's Slim Thug, all right. Slide, Papa. This car's gonna be so bad. Transmission tearing up, drive shaft wrecking. It's gonna be the nasty Nova, son.
Nice.
Like it?
Yeah. Sounds pretty tame.
You shouldn't have said that.
I'm Joe Martin. I've been building cars and bikes since I was just a little kid. My team hunts down rusted wrecks.
Let's get to work, man. Come on.
We knock out the ugly and put in the cool. And turn these buckets of rust into street art. This is Iron Resurrection.
I mean, we can get lost up in here.
Yeah, we
And then
can.
we might also
That's a scary thought.
catch buckshot. We are in Maynard, Texas.
It's pretty rural out here.
Yeah, that's right. You don't know where that's at.
No,
It's eclectic.
that thing looks like it was on fire. Maynard.
Maynard.
They may have filmed Texas Chainsaw Massacre out here.
Way out here, man. Way out here. So how did we meet this guy?
Okay, so this guy's name is Dave, and he contacted us via email, and he is needing to sell some stuff.
Oh, okay.
He's got like a bunch of cars.
So he emailed you. You didn't come across like an ad or anything.
No,
he just emailed
he
you.
reached out to
okay.
us.
Oh, even better.
Yeah.
My name's Dave, and I collect classic cars. And
Nice to
you're
meet you.
Amanda?
I'm Amanda, yeah.
Big fan, big fan.
Oh, thank
Yeah,
you.
yeah.
Let's start with the inside first.
Look at all the Fords in this place.
This is 62 Fairlane.
We walk into the shop, and man,
I mean, it's obvious. He has a bit of a Ford fetish.
I got another Ford over here, my Falcon. That's a drag car. Then I blew the motor up, you know.
apparently he likes to go fast.
Yeah.
This is a 63 Galaxy. I had a 390 in it, but I blew it up.
We're in Ford Town, USA. It's the address on the map that's written in blue. So we had to go out to the uncovered cars under the live oak,
Don't mind the bullet hole. I mean, I didn't do that.
which isn't always a good sign.
No, it's not.
But there was one covered. Look at the shoes sticking out.
Oh,
Let's
man.
peel this thing back.
Yeah, let's
now
check
you
it
got me
out.
all excited.
Well, you know.
Now I'm thinking it's out of our price range.
Oh,
Oh,
no.
wait a minute.
Hold on.
See, look, it's already ready for an engine.
And he peels it back, and we got a 65 Chevy too. Oh, look at this, man.
We don't care